You have a happiness to-do list. You just do not call it that. Get the promotion, lose the weight, find the partner, buy the house, take the vacation. And every time you check one off, you feel a brief lift, a few hours, maybe a day, and then the baseline returns. The same restless wanting, the same quiet dissatisfaction. That is not a failure of achievement. That is the hedonic treadmill, the most well-replicated finding in positive psychology. You adapt to every positive change within weeks. The promotion becomes the new normal. The vacation becomes the memory. The partner becomes the person who left the towel on the floor. You are running as fast as you can just to feel the same amount of happiness you felt before you started running. And the worst part? The treadmill speeds up, because now you need the next promotion, the next vacation, the next body, just to feel the same tiny spike. You are not pursuing happiness. You are pursuing a fleeting neurological event that your brain is specifically designed to extinguish. Now watch your own reaction. You are already thinking, but I have to keep striving. I cannot just give up. That defensiveness is the second layer, and this is where elite psychology deploys affective forecasting error. You are terrible at predicting what will make you happy. You imagine the promotion will feel like fireworks. It feels like a Tuesday. You imagine losing weight will feel like liberation. It feels like hunger and a smaller pant size. Your brain overestimates the intensity and duration of future joy because it cannot simulate the reality of adaptation. The fantasy is always better than the reality, and because the fantasy is better, you keep chasing, not because the goal matters, because the chase itself produces hope, and hope, as it turns out, is chemically closer to anxiety than to joy. You are not chasing happiness. You are chasing the relief from wanting, and relief is not happiness. Relief is the absence of pain. That is a very low bar for a life. Here is the elite psychological mechanism that will rewire your relationship with joy, negative visualization, borrowed from the Stoics and validated by modern research on gratitude. Instead of imagining getting what you want, imagine losing what you already have. Spend 5 minutes every morning imagining your life without your health, without your home, without the people who tolerate you. That sounds morbid. It is not. It is a hack, because the brain cannot sustain fear of loss without flipping into appreciation. You will look at your mediocre coffee and feel genuine warmth, because you imagined having no coffee at all. That warmth is not hedonic adaptation. That warmth is the opposite. It is savoring. And savoring is the almost known antidote to the treadmill. You cannot adapt to loss you actively appreciate. Try it. Tomorrow morning, before you check your phone, sit and say out loud, I could have woken up in pain. I did not. That is enough. That sentence will feel ridiculous. Say it anyway. The ridiculousness is just the addiction to grandiosity dying. The American cognitive paradox of happiness is this: the pursuit of happiness is the source of unhappiness. The word pursuit is in the Declaration of Independence, not as a guarantee, but as a warning. You have the right to chase. You do not have the right to catch. And the chasing itself, the striving, the comparing, the I'll be happy when, that chasing is the thief. The happiest people you know are not the ones who have the most. They are the ones who want the least. That is not settling. That is strategy. You cannot adapt to nothing. Nothing is always enough. Here is your test, and this one is the simplest and hardest thing you will ever do. For the next 30 days, stop trying to be happier. Do not journal gratitude. Do not manifest. Do not optimize. Just notice 3 times a day when you are not suffering. That is it. Not when you are ecstatic, when you are not in pain. Your knee does not hurt. No one is yelling at you. You have air to breathe. Notice that. Say not suffering out loud. At the end of 30 days, you will have retrained your brain's default mode network to scan for absence of threat instead of presence of lack. That is not toxic positivity. That is baseline reset. And baseline reset is the only thing that actually moves the hedonic set point. Most of you will not do this. You will say that is too simple, or I want more. That wanting for more is the exact disease this practice cures. You are refusing the medicine because it does not taste like achievement. Slow down, look directly into the lens. The opposite of happiness is not sadness. It is, I'll be happy when. Write that down. Share this video with one person who is always chasing the next thing. Add 2 words, not suffering. That share is not a lecture. That share is a lifeline. Now for the buried layer. At exactly 5 minutes and 22 seconds into this video, there is a single frame of a person sitting alone in a chair. No phone, no book, no expression, just sitting. Most of you blinked and felt uncomfortable. That looks boring. That looks lonely. That discomfort is the gap between what you have and what you think you need. The person in the frame is not bored. They are not lonely. They are experiencing what the Buddhists call upekta, equanimity, the absence of craving, the absence of aversion. That is not the absence of happiness. That is happiness without the chasing. Go back, find the frame. Sit with it for 10 seconds. If you feel the urge to look away, that urge is the addiction. Stay anyway. Come back for video number 15. We are going to talk about the paradox of regret. Why the things you did not do haunt you more than the things you did. But only if you can sit in a chair with nothing to chase. Here is the loop you cannot escape now. You will rewind to 522 to see the sitting figure. And when you do, you will notice something else. A single word written faintly on the chair's arm, visible only on second look. That word is enough. That word is the key to video number 15. I will not explain it here. You have to earn it by coming back. Here is the rule in the comments. Do not say, good video. Say one thing you are not suffering from right now. Just one. My knee. My phone is charged. I have air. And if you saw the sitting figure, type enough. If you didn't, type rewind. The sitter is still there. They are not waiting for anything. That is the secret.